so we're talking about eBay, and the one thing that I like about eBay, better than everything else in the world, right, is they have the block list, right? And I use it all the time. You asked me what they were telling me they were just going how I'm easily triggered when it comes to eBay.
You're too sensitive.
Too sensitive. I'm a big eBay snowflake. You ask me even any question
and you
that I don't like,
people.
I will just automatically block you, right? But so what did you want to say before I get into it, Daisy? About like
I said that I wish I had the authority to just be like, get out.
Yeah.
Like you could
well, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about how you block people like on eBay. Right? But wouldn't it be nice if, like, my daughter's in customer service, that you could just block people from, say, your restaurant? Because she works at a restaurant. You could be like, as they're trying to get in, do you smell anything?
I'm hoping it's that truck.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. But so, like, as they're trying to get into the restaurant, you're like, you're blocked. You know, it's just like, you just put like a barrier in front of them. That's it. It's like, and they try and get around it. They try and message you. They're like, oh, could you take me off your block list? You're like, no. You're just blocked. Yeah, we were just appreciating that about eBay, about how when people annoy you, you can just block them. And that's the one thing about eBay that would be cool if you could do it in real life. Any other situations where that would be good, Daisy? Like besides your restaurant? Pretty much anywhere, I guess, right?
I would block all of my exes.
Yeah, well, you can do that on Facebook, so that would be like say they're on Facebook, you could block them. So I guess that's kind of the same thing.
I would block everybody from my high school.
Okay, that's again, that's like a Facebook thing. So I guess you can actually do that, though.
No, but I mean like in real life.
But
I would just have them as
it's
blurred.
like you kind of can do that because
she's never on Facebook, so what would that matter?
Well, that's where most people
not
bother you on
for
Facebook.
that exact purpose, because I don't want to see anybody from high school.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, in real life, you almost never see any of your friends from high school. So, and the only, like, all my friends, like, from high school, just Facebook message. They're like, hey, can we be your friends? I'm like, fine, I guess, even though I'll never see you again or something like that. So, but all right, okay, that's the good thing about eBay. You can block people, and I wish it was like that in real life. Goodbye. Okay, this is driving in traffic.
Driving to Florida and trying to keep Marie away.
Right. So we're going to talk about Larry the Brave.
I don't get it.
Yeah, your mom, Marie doesn't understand. I was going like your mom, like I'm talking Daisy. Marie doesn't understand how, like, someone
How does that start? Like, how does he decide one day
it's like by
that
accident?
he's just going to lay on the floor and have people stand on him? Like, how does that even come into your brain?
For those who don't know, we met Larry the Brave at a flea market, and then he just kept trying to get people in our space to stand on his stomach. That's his thing.
Like, he was going to lay down on the ground.
He has a T-shirt.
And somebody stand on his...
Right. He goes around, and he has a T-shirt, and he says to people, did you notice my T-shirt?
And he's this little weaselly... like...
Yeah, it's cute. If you look at it from the normal perspective, it's all very creepy.
I mean, I would think it was, like, really funny if he lifted his shirt and he had a six-pack under there.
I know, right? You like, pick up a quarter or hold it in his abs or something.
I would have been amazed, because the rest of his body looked like,
He looked more like Larry the Schlep than Larry the Brave. There was nothing brave looking about him.
You know what? We never asked to see his actual stomach. So
That's
maybe
true.
if he was to lift his shirt, maybe he has an 8-pack there.
I bet you it was like, had patches of hair on it. Kind of like a dog with mange.
Hairless. Didn't you watch the video?
No, I mean, I didn't memorize the video.
Wait a minute. In his video, he had his shirt off, Daisy?
Yeah.
Did he have? So what did he have?
Did he have a 6-pack?
Or did his stomach look like a pillow?
Her feet were sinking.
So it kind of looked like a pillow.
He
has memory foam in his belly.
It was just like a flat stomach, like there was no definition to the muscle or anything.
I don't freaking know, man. All I know is there's feet on it.
But you do know there was no hair.
Yes.
It was
But
hairless.
I didn't see him without his shirt on. I only saw them with his T-shirt on.
But that's his famous T-shirt. He's like, and that T-shirt, it looked like he should get some new ones made, because that was pretty well worn. I guess he.
Well, it's not like he makes money on having people stand on him.
You know
if anything, he has to pay them.
I know. He's waiting for Facebook to monetize. Maybe he can do some kind of ads or something. It's like, what would
ads?
I don't know. Like, what kind of ads? I don't know. Maybe Facebook. Like, maybe he has sponsors. Like, but I don't know who would sponsor him.
How one day you decided that
it's like, how Spider-Man got bit by a radioactive. Maybe it was an accident.
What?
Something just happened where like he was laying down, and a blind person didn't see him, and they just kind of stepped on his stomach,
and he's like,
and
hey.
he was like, I like this.
I like that.
This isn't bad.
It's not bad.
I could go around and ask people to do this all the time.
Yeah.
You know? Because that's what he was doing. He was actually just standing in our space and just asking,
staring at my customers.
Yeah, and the other thing I noticed was he had a code system that if he saw a prospective.
Well, because he can't approach women, they'd call the cops on him.
Totally creepy.
So he had women with him that he would tap them.
Yes.
When he wanted them to
actually put it on
approach
camera.
some woman, because it was.
And you didn't see how he did it. There was a sense of urgency to the way they tapped her.
Well, she might leave. They needed to grab her now.
That's what I'm like. He hones in on someone, and then his friend's next to him, and he just reaches around and like taps her on the back real quick, like that. Let me see. Yeah, like that. He goes like that, and then the girls that was with him, the woman, turns and it's like, oh hi, and starts talking about their dog.
You should let him stand on. You should stand
did you?
on his
No,
stomach.
his routine is like, did you notice my T-shirt?
You know? Did you notice my
Did you see?
T-shirt?
Here, let me show you the back.
I wasn't looking at your T-shirt.
Yeah, nobody looks at your T-shirt, dude. You know, it's like you're not like a Schwarzenegger, where you're just like filling it in all the right places.
Yeah.
I say Schwarzenegger. Who else could I have said? That's more like the 2000s. I'm gonna say that Thor dude.
There's guys that walk through there that I'm like,
who's that Thor dude? Daisy.
Chris Hemsworth.
He was not
Yeah,
one of them.
he's not Chris Hemsworth.
No.
Filling in that shirt.
Oh my gosh. If he asked me to stand on his stomach, I would.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth, you think couldn't handle it? It'd be okay, Chris. Just lie down, and I will stand on your stomach.
Down, baby.
It's like, and your feet would be like really digging it. It's like, oh, Chris, my feet are loving this.
Yeah, but this
so
guy
much.
was like not that.
No, this guy, and everybody that he asked, they were like this. He'd go, they would say, no, I would crush you. You know, they would be like,
Well,
no, I don't want to hurt you.
The lady in front of me wasn't like.
But so did the girls. They were like what I was saying when he gave the code to the lady.
He's not a big guy. He
Yeah.
looked like he was about what, 5'8", 5'7".
No, he was small. He was like 5'5".
And
because you were taller than he is,
was
and you're like
small
5'7" or
built.
something, 5'8". Yeah, he was small frame
built.
guy, no muscular tone at all.
None.
It's like if you took him and like shook him, he would
Maybe
just
like friggin'
keep wiggling.
Popeye. You know,
Yeah.
it's like.
Well,
He
if he whipped out a can of spinach before he did it, and then his stomach muscles stopped
Bing, bing, bing.
popping up, yeah, you know, then maybe, you know, but no, he's just like, and he was like, he would have just laid right down there and said, okay, let's do this.
Yeah, that just would have pissed me off. I
Yeah.
would have booted his ass
like,
out of my booth.
excuse me, sir,
It's
we're
like
trying
I'm
to sell things.
sell stuff, and you're laying down in my
we-
booth,
could you do
begging women to stand
your
on you.
deviant
Get
fetishes
lost.
somewhere else, you know, like,
Oh my god!
could you take the creepy deviant fetish
As
to
it
the other side?
was, he was bothering my customers, and
Yeah.
they weren't buying from me while he was there.
I was trying to think of like random situations that he could be helpful and get people to step on his stomach.
Yeah, if he went and stood in somebody else's booth, and everybody ran to my booth to buy stuff because they didn't want to be in the
Honestly,
other booth.
well, I was thinking like if someone couldn't reach something, he could. Oh no, that's fine. Here, I'll lay down and you could stand on me. You know, like that. That would be one way. And that's about all I could think of. I was like, how can you get people to just stand on you? What I said that if I was him, I would have a loftier goal. I would be like,
what you're saying? He rents himself out as a step stool?
yes, possibly. But if I were him and I were trying to entice random people into standing on my midsection, I would have a loftier goal. I would say something like, well, I'm trying to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the most different people standing on my stomach at different times. I'm up to, I think he said it was up to like 140 or something.
I wasn't paying. I was
Yeah.
trying to ignore him.
Yeah, I know.
I kept trying to read my book.
I was like, how do you ignore somebody when they're standing there for like
I was
20
trying
minutes?
to read my book, but you kept talking to him, asking him questions.
No. I was like, I didn't even know what was going on. I didn't even look at his shirt.
Because you don't pay attention.
Because, yeah, I'm like, I'm not looking at his shirt. For all his shirt could have said anything. It's like, oh, remember the Spanish dudes? Where they wear the shirts? And they don't even know what they're wearing. They just wear a shirt.
Well, because they don't speak English.
But
they don't
what's the
read
story with the shirt?
English.
What's it with the shirt?
Well,
One
what
time you were at the
happens-
flea market, yeah.
One time at the flea market, my friend Biana
Yeah.
told me that a lot of the Spanish guys, they buy their shirts and stuff at
Yard sale.
yard sales, and they don't always know what it says because it's written in English.
Right.
but the t-shirt's like 50 cents,
And it fits.
it fits. They need clothes for work. You know, they do construction.
They don't have to look
or
good.
they do landscaping or something, and they just want junky
a
clothes.
50-cent shirt they could fuck up and not pay like $10 for.
There was these 3 guys walking towards us, and she said to me, she's like, watch this. So the guy in the center, she asked him in Spanish if he knows what his t-shirt said. And he was like, no. But what his t-shirt said was, stop looking at me. I know you're imagining me naked. And when she told him in Spanish what his t-shirt said, his 2 friends started laughing at him.
They're probably like smacking him and stuff. He probably did he take the shirt off and put it on inside out? Right? It's just like,
I felt bad for him because his friends started picking on him.
Yeah, can you imagine wearing your shirt when you're with your mom or something, or with another guy?
His mom wouldn't know what it said either. So if you don't know what it says,
well, what if you're getting an elevator with like a nice old lady, you know, or just a guy, or anybody, you know? But okay, getting back to Larry, the brave, right?
Yeah.
So. I think I was talking about like how I would entice people into standing on my stomach, and I would be like, yeah, I'm trying to do this thing for the Guinness Book of World Records, right? And you could be on the list of people that have done it, and then like when I get in the Guinness Book, you know, your name will always be there as one of the people that was part of stepping on my stomach. No, but you could tell them anything you want. You could just lie to them, you know. It's better. It's just like way less creepy than like, no, really, and then like. He's like, no, it doesn't hurt me. I don't mind, blah, blah, blah. It's like, just get out of here. I got other stuff to do than step on you. And there's no reason for me to even want to step on you at all. You know what I mean? I know you're kind of bugly. You're like a bug. And I want to step on you because of that. But it's like, there's no reason for me to just...
being mean.
Am I really?
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm saying why I wouldn't want to be part of his... fetishy, creepy.
He didn't say he was ugly. He said bugly.
Yeah.
Like he was like
he's
a
like
bug
skittering around, right? Crawling all over everything, trying to.
He was not.
He was skittering around though.
No, he wasn't. He was just standing there
I'll bet
staring.
you if like you could go into a bathroom, right, and he'd be waiting there for you. But if you turn on the light, he'd like freeze and then run, kind of like a bug. He was kind of like going towards the light. He kept buzzing around the light. All right.
He was just standing
but if you had a fly swatter, wouldn't you be like, get out of here, Larry? get. You know, all right, so, okay, Larry's not bugly, all right? I didn't mean to trigger my daughter. She's very easily triggered.
You're just a pest.
She's a Larry supporter now.
You know
Leave
what?
Larry alone.
You know what? He can do what he wants.
There you go. But you know what? I agree with that 100%.
Forcing women to stand on his
I agree with that 100%. But he is imposing his thing on like his little, I don't know, I'll say fetish again, you know. I don't want to overuse that word, but you know, he's like entering your little world and imposing his aura.
That's just what, maybe he's a lonely dude, and that's what he gets people to talk to him, and you know.
No, that would make people want to stay away from you.
I would think so too.
It would be like, hello.
Be gone.
I don't have a lot of friends. So what I like to do is I like to get people to stand on my stomach because it opens up conversations and builds bonds and friendships. And no, it's like, no. Because when when he actually said that to any of them, they would automatically just be like, okay, I'm leaving. And then the lady came back later, much later, when she was sure that he was gone, right? Did you mention, like, what do you think of that guy, right? Did you do that? Or no?
Yeah, I said that.
What did she say?
Weird. And she was like, yeah.
And she had her kids there.
Yeah,
she had 2 kids, 2 boys. It's like, hey kids, look what your mom's doing. She's standing on my stomach. Don't tell your dad. You know, it's like, I mean, serious, right? It's like, hey dad. Mom was standing on a guy's stomach at the flea market. Larry the Brave.
Mom was standing on this guy's stomach.
He was like, would you stand on my stomach?
And Mom did it.
And Mom was like, okay. Larry the Brave. And the funny thing is we saw that, we actually watched the YouTube video he's on, right? And And he was doing the Rubik's Cube, yeah. He was like, it's really no big deal for you to stand on my stomach.
I can do a Rubik's Cube.
I can do a Rubik's Cube.
You know what it is?
I can do a puzzle.
He's one of these guys that knows how to do the Rubik's Cube, but since that's such a boring thing, he tried to make it more exciting by doing it while women were standing on his stomach.
Right. I guess. I just think it's like...
Because he's not the fastest Rubik's Cube person.
When you think like...
Because I've seen people doing Rubik's Cube like super fast.
Yeah. And
it was taking him quite a long time. Unless he did that on purpose, because then he keeps the lady on his stomach for a longer amount of time.
Do you think he's like a cult leader or something?
I think he's just a wacko.
Well, but he has like followers. He had 2 ladies following him around. Trying to get people to stand on his stomach.
Anthony, they were kind of wacky.
Like the next David Koresh, right? Or Jonestown. Probably not.
They're saying, yeah, you see this one? This picture's me! And I'm like, okay, let's tell everybody.
But he was like lying down.
Because he had 1 picture in the front.
Yeah.
I think that was his girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, that was his
girlfriend.
And
then 3 in the back.
Yep.
And one of them was the other lady that was
with her. And we knew that lady. And little did we know she likes to stand on people's stomachs.
Well, but she was tiny. She's like a little 5 foot.
Yeah, she was pretty small.
It's
like
thing.
Yeah.
So
I could have her stand on my hand.
Yeah.
And just lift her. She was so tiny.
You know, he's looking at ladies.
He's just sitting back and like enjoying it, I guess. Are you enjoying this?
I don't care.
Daisy doesn't care.
You guys can do what you want.
Daisy doesn't want to be part of our shenanigans.
We're picking on.
We're not picking. We're just discussing.
Dad is.
I am not. Why am I picking?
A bully.
Why am I a bully? Someone came in my space and started putting his thing out there, and you know, why am I? You know, I'm like, hey, get out of here. What?
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 What'd you say? I missed that.
I didn't say anything.
Daisy, that did not happen.
I didn't say anything.
She said something.
Yeah, she said something. I heard it.
That's Daisy. She's so crude.
I know what she said.
All right. Daisy was like having fun with it the other night.
Well, yeah, because it was funny then. It's like 5 days later.
It's
like
still funny.
Still talking about the same thing.
Because it's funny. It's like, that's the only person I met like that so far in real life. That was like, would you stand on my stomach?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, who did you meet that wanted to, like, you know?
No, but
exactly.
I feel like I've met people before that asked to do weird things.
There was that person.
But just went around and asked everybody to do weird things?
There was that person on Tumblr who was really wanted to bang their car.
Oh, yeah. But that's on Tumblr. I said that I met in real life.
Yeah, but I was in the same circles as that person.
Right. But did you meet them?
It was mildly interesting. Not quite.
Yeah, alright. But that's my point. It's just like, that's the first person I met that was just like, hey, why don't we do this? And I'll see if I can get a lot of other people to do it. It's like this weird thing that he's doing for no particular reason. But, alright. How long is this? It's like 15 minutes. We killed 15 minutes of driving. Just talking about Larry. We were coming up with other versions of Larry, right, Daisy?
Yes.
Alright, Daisy doesn't want to do this anymore. I'm signing out. Okay, this is a response video to AJ's video about, is the Song of the South racist? And honestly, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, right? We were just saying, AJ at the end of his video said, hey guys, if you want to come see the movie, you can come to my house.
Yeah, you're silly, Mr. Bill.
I know. You can. I'm laughing too much. You could come if you live in New Jersey. You could come to my house. So we were joking that a bunch of people would probably show up to AJ's house, but they would be like KKK guys, right?
It's a freaking KKK meeting.
You're having a KKK meeting, and they'd be watching the Song of the South, and then after the thing was over, they go, wow, AJ, that was a good movie. Hey, you want to go burn a cross, right? And AJ would be, well, I don't have anything to wear. And they would bring him, like, they go, here, AJ, we brought this outfit for you. He's like, ooh, cool, a ghost. And he'd go around and go like, ooh, I'm a scary ghost. And then he'd go, ooh, look, I really scared those black people. They're running. I don't know if I'm going to post this. But I'm still glad I did it. Anything to add? AJ, I'm gonna save this costume for Halloween. Okay, that's enough.
I'm choking on my Rice
Daisy's
Krispies.
literally choking on her Rice Krispies. That's enough. AJ, we love you. You're a boy, right? Right, Daisy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Daisy's like choking still. All right, bye. In case I show it to him. Okay, we have to add to it. So Daisy's like, he orchestrates. He accidentally orchestrates
Orchestrate a clan
a
meeting.
clan meeting in his basement, right? And then they're like, AJ, you're pretty cool. You want to be our leader? And AJ's like, oh no. He says, you get to be a grand wizard. He's like, oh, I love magic. That's cool. Okay, that's it. We forgot. AJ's gonna be like, Happy Halloween! He'll have a candy bucket and he's chasing after black people. Don't run away! Happy Halloween! Okay, but Daisy. Oh, he's blowing smoke. All right. Daisy wants to know the story, or you want to know the story of what's the degrees?
I know the story very well.
Yeah. So one day, I go into a bodega. If people that are not from a Spanish neighborhoods or New York areas, urban areas, if they don't know what a bodega is a small Spanish grocery store, right? So we go into a bodega because we're really bad employees, and we're on lunch break and we're all getting beers, and we were already high, right? So we're high and we're like, we're not high enough, let's go get beer, right? So we can go back to work. So anyway, we go into the bodega, and my manager was this guy, man, what's his name, like Avi or I don't even know, right? But he was like a really little guy, and he was Turkish. So he said things like differently, you know what I mean? Like he had a little accent, and he just would say things differently. So he goes to, oh, and he talked like this, like that too, like a Turkish tattoo. What's the degree? So anyway, he's standing there. We're all like high out of our minds, like a gremlin. Daisy says, we're all high out of our minds and want to get even drunker and stoned, right? And he goes to the guy behind the counter because I guess he felt out of place just in it, because we're all wearing white uniforms too. We're like this weird gang of high wanting to get drunk guys in white. Yeah, we were orderlies at a nursing home. Yeah, we would like give the food out. We'd give the matzo balls and the skinless chicken and the oranges and the buttermilk to the seniors. So anyway, so we're in the bodega, and I guess he felt out of place, so he wanted to make idle conversation with the guy. So he goes like this, what's the degrees?
I don't see how that's funny.
Because the guy behind the counter is like, what? He's like, the degrees. What's the degrees? Right? And the guy's like, I don't know what you're saying, right? And so he's like, the degrees. What's the degrees? Right? So now we're all like, uh-oh. He's doing something, right? And we're all high, right? So we're like, oh, what? Right? We're like starting to get it. It's like, what is your friend asking us? And we're like, I forget his name, man, but I'm going to say Avi again. I don't think it's Avi, but we're like, Avi, what? He goes, I'm asking him what's the degrees. We're like, the degrees, right? And we're like, we don't even know what he's talking about. So I don't even know how the hell we figured it out, but somebody was like, wait a minute. Do you mean what's the temperature? He goes, yes, the degrees, like that. He was all like pissed off now, right? Just the degrees.
See, I don't find that funny.
Because you weren't there.
Because I'm not high.
We're not high either.
Point to begin with.
We're not high either. But then it was like, and the guy's like, oh, like he's not like some insane little person, just that's the degrees, you know, just scaring everybody in the store. Yeah. What's the degrees? Marie, what's the degrees?
You sound rabid.
So then all the time her was like, yo, Abby, what's the degrees? Every time we were high. And I don't even remember if we would get mad or whatever, but it was funny. We enjoyed it. It was funny. So that explains to Marie, who didn't know what we were talking about. And the thing was, because it was an inside joke, because ever since I told Daisy that story now, whenever she wants to know the temperature, she goes, what's the degrees? And that would not work if you were in Canada, right? Because they don't have, do they have degrees in Canada? Yeah. Oh, that's right, because they have Celsius.
They measure the temperature.
Fahrenheit and Celsius. That's all degrees.
Yeah.
So what is a degree? It's a standard unit measure of something or other. All right. Well, anyway, that's the story. Bye. Daisy, I'm just filming the cup. I'm going to title this portion of the video things that are really annoying. Things like slowly drive you insane. Wait, it's not doing it now. Wait. It sounds like I don't know, what would you describe that to?
A styrofoam cup rubbing against.
No, but it's like
like that one episode of SpongeBob with Mr. Krabs' boots.
Oh, his boots would squeak over and over. Yeah, okay, so like a drip, 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 drip. Just it was doing it a lot before. It kind of calmed down for some reason. There it goes. Now it's going crazy. It's all like. Hey, while I have this on, you know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about who I believe to be the worst people on this planet, the scummiest of the scummy, the most horrible people that I just want to like kick them in the head. And like punch myself. I'm talking about people that throw gum on the ground. Oh. That just freaking take gum, and especially if you live in Florida or somewhere where it's hot all the time, and just throw your stinking gum on the ground. You know, here, I'm going to show you something. Look at this. So yeah, I took off my shoe because these were goddamn brand new shoes, and these are Crocs, and they're expensive.
Yeah, but you got them at a yard sale.
I did buy them at a yard sale, yes. But they were brand new. Look at the inside. I just put them on for the first time. You don't know how mad I am about that. It's like this like ruins things for me.
That's why you have to watch your walking.
That was a trap. It was right outside the car door. I stepped outside the car door and I stepped in a big water gun. And you know what I did? Because I'm a nice guy, right? I took a bunch of paper and I threw it on top of the gum because. No, I did not. Daisy said I got on my hands. I need to eat it. But who eats gum? Oh, look at these shoes. They're made in Vietnam. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Did you notice that? Crocs are made in Vietnam.
Somebody opened the car door and just spit it on the ground. They didn't think about
exactly. It's like if your dog craps on the ground, you pick it up, right?
Not everybody, no.
Everybody that's not a horrible person,
well,
not a horrible human being. Look at that. It's even on the side. These are brand stinking new. Now I can't walk on people's carpets. No. You know when I'll get over it? When the gum's gone. When the gum disappears. Look, it's even on the front of the shoe. I'm going to my mom's house. She has carpeting. I'll be like, every time I go in there, now I got to take the shoes off.
Yeah, you're supposed to take
I have very delicate toes.
Yeah, little baby
I have little baby pinky toes. I don't like to damage them or hurt them anyway. Yeah, and I was saying, I actually think the person that leaves gum is even more scummier than a person whose dog takes a crap and they're like, I ain't picking it up. Because dog crap you can wash off. Gum, no.
Yeah, but you still have the aroma of the dog crap. At least the gum doesn't have.
But you can wash it off. You can put Febreze on it.
It's not even sticky anymore.
This is there forever, though. I will never get that off. My beautiful shoes.
You can get it off.
My beautiful shoes. I saved these shoes to wear. Special. I was like, I'm going to wear new shoes. My other shoes were like all beat up and crappy. But now my other shoes look better than these.
No, they
My
don't.
old crappy shoes
What's that
look
smell
better.
anyway? Is that that shoe?
I don't know. Here, smell
I
it.
don't want to smell
Bree doesn't want to smell it. It should smell really good because I'm wearing clean socks and clean shoes.
I don't know.
Look, there's nothing
I
that's...
smell
I'm going to smell this. It smells wonderful. There's nothing better than the smell of this shoe. Daisy, you game? You want to try it? You want to give it a little sniff? A little snort? Look, your mom will smell your shoe if you smell my shoe.
What are you, Butley?
I'm trying to go for
What was that?
I was trying to confuse Daisy. Like, your mom's willing to smell your shoe if you smell my shoe.
No.
I almost had a deal there. Look, these are legit
That
Crocs.
doesn't mean anything. I have flip flops, and for some reason, like.
Yeah, no, it's the rubber. It's like it makes your foot smell. But these are brand new, and I'm wearing socks, so they shouldn't smell. And I just washed my feet.
You stepped in gum. Get over it.
No, never. Because every time I look at these shoes now.
Yeah, but you know what? We are not the ones that put the gum there, so why don't we have to be tortured?
Why are you tortured?
About this gum.
You know what? I'm gonna put gum on your shoe. See how you feel about it.
I don't care.
Then you will sympathize with me. You'll be
I
like,
don't sympathize
all
with
right.
you.
This is part
I
of our
laugh
series
at
of
you.
car conversations. We're going to Florida. What do I call these things anyway? I call them traffic conversations or something like that.
What?
I don't know. When we drive, I just make.
Because you're bored. This is why you don't
I
drive.
am bored. No, I drive.
You get bored.
I
and you're
drive.
easily
AJ says he
distracted,
likes it when I drive.
like a monkey.
So-
Yeah, because AJ wants to be on the phone.
He can
He
text.
likes it when you take control.
That's right. I am the dominant.
The dominant monkey.
That's right. If AJ and I were monkeys, I'd be the dominant monkey.
That's right.
I'd be like, AJ, give me your fucking banana right now, and AJ would be like, he'd give me his banana. I'm dominant. I would pound my monkey chest, and everybody would look, throw their bananas at me. All right.
And throw their bananas at you.
Yes.
It's just like, AJ, give me that banana right fucking now.
I don't even have to say that. I would look at AJ's banana
Just hold out your hand.
and hold out my hand. I say, why is that banana not in my hand? And AJ would be like I would drop the banana peel, and AJ would go to eat it. I'd be like, no! And I would step on it. Why are we even talking about AJ? Forget about it.
You miss him.
Yeah,
Your
AJ.
little buddy.
We miss you. We do. We really do. All right. But still, I am really pissed off about this. I have one clean shoe and one dirty shoe. You think if I take
Your
this to
mother's
Croc?
gonna have a fit if you wear that in her house.
I know, I'm not going to wear it. You think if I take this to Croc and say these shoes are defective, they'll give me another
No,
one?
they're gonna say you idiot stepped in gum.
Gum, right?
You should have been watching where you were stepping.
I was like, how do you know it's gum?
because it's.
Did you watch my
sticky
video?
And it's stretchy.
Did you
and
watch
it's
my
stuck
video?
all over the bottom of your
Yeah.
shoe.
Is that like a... No, okay. For a minute, I thought I saw a person like leaning against that pole. Like imagination. All right, so look, it's going to rain maybe. You think it might rain? We're in Florida.
It's 4:30.
It could rain.
Might rain.
I think I'm not going to show my shoe anymore. Put it back on my foot. Alright. Okay, I think I complained about my shoe. Anything you guys want to rant about? Daisy?
You? Can I rant about you?
Monkey AJ is just funny.
Daisy likes monkey AJ with banana. AJ, give me that banana. AJ. Like that.
Picture like the what's it? The guy with the box that he does like the music.
Oh
And
no.
AJ's like your monkey.
No.
No.
What? No?
No, they're both monkeys.
Yes.
Oh, okay, fine then.
Everybody is my monkey.
Daddy is a monkey.
That's right.
He's easily
King
distracted.
Gorilla.
He's easily distracted.
King Kong. That's me.
King Kong.
Freaking
King
biggest
Kong.
King
Squeaky,
Kong. What do you say? You got nothing on King Kong? That's me. I'm on top of the Empire State Building.
You know, King Kong, as big as he was, still had a peanut brain, right?
No, he had a huge brain, a huge monkey
right.
brain. He was the king of all monkeys. He was like genius monkey.
Yeah, he was so genius.
He would figure stuff out all the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
He did. He was just use
Didn't
trees.
he die at the end?
Yes, but everybody dies at the
Well,
end.
there
So
you go. He wasn't
that's
so
like
smart.
no, he didn't die because he was stupid.
He was dumb because
He died because everybody was jealous of
him.
him. They wanted to kill him. No, because he took the hot chick.
Yeah, he was dumb. What do you think he was going to do with her? He couldn't pork her.
Well, it was like he was collecting Barbies, an action figure.
Oh, she was a Barbie doll.
Yes, it was a Barbie doll. Alright, I'm getting out of here.
Gone with the wind.
Bye. 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 Bye, everybody. Bye.